Throughout history, prophets and mystics have warned of a time when darkness will cover the earth as a divine chastisement. This is the prophecy of the 3 days of darkness. But before this event, signs and warnings will manifest: natural disasters, wars, cosmic disturbances, and moral decline. Are we witnessing these signs today? Join us as we uncover the chilling truth behind this apocalyptic prophecy. The prophecy of the 3 days of darkness is a deeply rooted eschatological belief found in various Christian traditions and mystical revelations. It warns of a period of total darkness that will engulf the earth as divine chastisement for humanity's sins. Many seers and saints have foretold this event, indicating that it will be preceded by a series of apocalyptic signs. These warnings serve as a call to repentance, urging individuals to prepare spiritually and physically. Among the key indicators are increased natural disasters, wars, solar eclipses, and a decline in moral values. This video explores these signs in depth, examining their significance in the context of divine judgment. One of the most commonly cited warnings preceding the prophesied 3 days of darkness is a marked increase in natural disasters. Many prophecies suggest that earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, and volcanic eruptions will become more frequent and intense as a sign of impending chastisement. While some dismiss these claims as mere speculation, others see them as profound indications of an approaching divine intervention. Throughout history, numerous seers and mystics have warned of catastrophic seismic events as a precursor to divine judgment. Blessed Anna Maria Taigi and Padre Pio both spoke of violent earthquakes that would shake the world before the onset of the 3 days of darkness. According to their visions, these earthquakes will be of unprecedented magnitude, causing widespread destruction and signaling the beginning of divine purification. Modern scientific data also shows an increase in seismic activity over recent decades, with many pointing to this as potential validation of these prophecies. The frequency and intensity of earthquakes appear to be rising, particularly in regions along tectonic fault lines. Similarly, an increase in volcanic eruptions could contribute to atmospheric darkening, potentially setting the stage for the prophesied days of darkness. Ash clouds from volcanic eruptions have been known to block out sunlight for extended periods, which aligns with descriptions of the impending event given by various mystics. Natural calamities such as floods, hurricanes, and tsunamis are also said to escalate in intensity as part of the warnings preceding divine chastisement. Many believers interpret the growing frequency of Category 4 and 5 hurricanes as a fulfillment of these apocalyptic predictions. In recent years, climate change has been linked to an increase in extreme weather patterns, with stronger hurricanes and unprecedented rainfall leading to massive flooding worldwide. The Bible itself recounts instances where water-related disasters served as instruments of divine judgment. The Great Flood in Genesis, for instance, was a form of purification upon the earth. Some believe that modern catastrophes mirror these biblical events, reinforcing the notion that humanity is once again approaching a period of divine reckoning. Prophets and mystics alike have warned that devastating tsunamis will ravage coastal cities, leaving behind immense destruction as a harbinger of the coming 3 days of darkness. Heavenly phenomena have long been regarded as omens of significant events on earth. Numerous mystics have foretold unusual celestial occurrences preceding the days of darkness. These include increased solar activity, fireballs, meteor showers, and other unexplained astronomical events. Many prophecies claim that fire will fall from the sky as part of divine retribution. Some interpretations suggest that a celestial body or comet impact could play a role in triggering catastrophic events. Recent years have seen an uptick in meteor sightings and near-Earth asteroid encounters, leading some to speculate that such a prophecy could become a reality in the near future. The idea of fire from the sky aligns with biblical passages that describe apocalyptic events, such as the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. If such celestial occurrences continue to increase in the coming years, they may be perceived as further confirmation of these ancient prophecies. As natural disasters intensify and celestial signs become more prominent, many believe that humanity is approaching the prophesied 3 days of darkness. While skeptics argue that these patterns are mere coincidences or natural cycles, others hold that they serve as undeniable warnings of impending divine judgment. Whether one chooses to view these events through the lens of faith or science, the growing frequency of catastrophic occurrences cannot be ignored. If the prophecies hold true, humanity may soon witness an unprecedented period of tribulation, serving as both a test and a purification before a new era of peace and renewal. Throughout history, solar eclipses have been regarded as powerful omens, often interpreted as harbingers of significant events. Many cultures and religious traditions associate these celestial occurrences with divine messages, warnings, or even impending doom. Among the most profound prophetic interpretations is the belief that a major solar event will serve as the final warning before the prophesied 3 days of darkness, a time of divine chastisement meant to purify humanity. A total solar eclipse, where the sun is completely obscured by the moon, has frequently been seen as a sign of impending darkness, both literally and metaphorically. Many religious and mystical prophecies suggest that such an event will precede a period of intense tribulation, signaling the beginning of divine intervention in human affairs. The temporary blotting out of the sun has long been associated with chaos, transformation, and the need for spiritual awakening. In recent years, several total solar eclipses have drawn renewed attention to these prophetic warnings. Some believers argue that the pattern and timing of these eclipses align with apocalyptic visions found in various religious texts. Certain interpretations link them to biblical prophecies about the sun darkening as a sign of the end times, reinforcing the belief that celestial events serve as markers for spiritual and worldly upheavals. Beyond solar eclipses, other cosmic phenomena have been interpreted as warnings of divine judgment. Solar storms, for instance, have intensified in recent years, raising concerns about their potential impact on Earth's technological infrastructure and human consciousness. The heightened activity of the sun, with its powerful coronal mass ejections and geomagnetic storms, is viewed by some as an indication of cosmic disturbances heralding a significant shift. Another key harbinger often mentioned in apocalyptic prophecies is the sudden appearance of an unexpected comet or asteroid. Many traditions suggest that such celestial bodies have historically signified dramatic changes on Earth, serving as divine instruments of judgment or transformation. Some interpretations of Nostradamus' writings and other mystical sources allude to a great comet that will precede global calamities, further fueling speculation about impending celestial warnings. Perhaps the most significant warning sign before the 3 days of darkness is the state of humanity's moral and spiritual health. Many religious prophecies emphasize that a widespread rejection of God, an increase in sinful behavior, and a loss of faith will provoke divine chastisement. This belief aligns with historical patterns where societies that abandoned spiritual principles often faced severe trials and tribulations. Mystics and religious figures throughout history have spoken of a time when moral values will be inverted when good is called evil and vice versa. This moral inversion is often cited as a precursor to divine intervention. The breakdown of traditional family structures, widespread acceptance of immorality, and the growing normalization of sin are seen as evidence of this societal corruption. One of the most concerning aspects of this moral decay is the redefinition of fundamental truths. Concepts such as marriage, gender roles, and moral absolutes have become subjects of intense debate, with many feeling that society is moving away from divine order. Some argue that this reflects biblical warnings about a time when humanity will be given over to its own desires, ultimately leading to its downfall. A key prophecy often associated with the end times is the rise of apostasy, the abandonment of religious beliefs. Many argue that the increasing secularization of society and the rise of movements that openly reject religious teachings are clear indicators of humanity's spiritual decline. In many parts of the world, church attendance has dwindled, and traditional religious practices have been set aside in favor of secular ideologies. The growing number of people who identify as non-religious or atheist, coupled with the decline in faith-based moral guidance, aligns with prophetic warnings about a time of great spiritual darkness. The convergence of celestial signs, including solar eclipses and cosmic disturbances, alongside the rapid moral and spiritual decline of humanity, has led many to believe that the world is approaching a pivotal moment in history. Whether these events are interpreted as literal warnings or symbolic reminders of humanity's need for repentance, they serve as a call to reflection and spiritual renewal. If the prophecies hold true, the 3 days of darkness will mark a period of divine intervention meant to cleanse and restore order to a wayward world. Those who heed the warnings and remain steadfast in faith may find solace in the promise of divine protection and eventual redemption. The warnings have been given, the signs are unfolding, and the choice is ours. Will we heed the call to repentance, or will we ignore the messages until it is too late? No one knows the exact day or hour, but one thing is certain: preparation is key. Stay vigilant, stay faithful, and may we all find light in the coming darkness. Until next time, stay aware and stay prepared.